Hi everybody, it's Dogbird here. And before I get into the actual video I made, I wanted to address some things about obviously what's been going on in the community. And I originally said I was leaving content creation, but I have to say your support, your comments have not been unheard. And after taking a couple nights of sleeping and thinking, I'm saying fuck the trolls. I'm not giving them their power. That's right. I'm going to continue to make content. And, well, I kind of wanted this first video back to be a Scopely Street, but the fact of the matter is, it takes a goddamn long time to make Scopely Street. And with the Death Seed out, we're going to talk about that first. Because I think this is an important message to talk about Death Seed, and Archangel in particular, with the Scourge running. We'll get into that as well. And finally, before we go into the video, a big thank you to all the support I have received, all the supporters who have come out and commented, all those who joined me in the stream. But we also have to talk about the negative. There's been a lot of negative things happening. The stuff between Hana and Heartgrave, we all know that's between them right now. Let them deal with that. Stay out of it. I am for now. And I got caught up in it because of the Helmut stuff. We all know that. And of course, I am not the person behind Helmut. That is a different person who is, well, constantly changing his accounts too. That's another story. But there's also more negativity happening. Vigilantes, yeah. You get the idea. I can't say it. I promised some words. It's just the way I am. Anyway, one particular that came up on my stream that I'd like to address was somebody who came on as KYS Heartgrave. Now, when I originally saw this, I honestly thought it was KY Shartgrave, because a lot of people use that nickname. I don't really like it. I think it's stupid. It doesn't make sense. And I thought KY, like sudden KY like the loop. And then the person corrected me. It was Kill Yourself Heartgrave. Under no circumstance is this okay, or should it be done. I was not in a great state of mind. I tried to address it as best I could in the state of mind I could. I was definitely outraged. I'm still outraged by it. No, this cannot be allowed. If you're somebody who thinks this is okay, you need help, honestly. This is the problem. We can't have this, period. It's a game, people. It's content creator drama, people. Let it go. Stop being tribalism. Stop this tribalism of, I watch this content creator, I like this content creator, therefore everybody else must die. Seriously, that's what it's coming down to. I use the word die. That might be a bit extreme way of putting it, but maybe we need extremed a little bit to get it through people's heads of just how fucked up it really all is. Now, with all this said, let's go look at Death Seed and raids, which is really what I wanted to make this video about. So, now that we're actually in the game, which we should be talking about, which is what this is all about, right? Let's talk about Death Seed and Archangel in particular, and why doing well in the Scourge really isn't that important. Archangel's a raid character. He's not an arena character, that's for sure. Doesn't really do anything there. He just kind of stands there and looks stupid versus what we currently have. Maybe he'll be in the future, but then you have time because we're not getting Apocalypse until his Scourge runs again. So, stressing yourself out, unless you really like Scourge, and building characters that you really don't want to build, like minions, might not be the best option. Because we're about to see what I can do in 3.4 raids with just a 3 yellow Archangel. Now, of course, we'll get some red stars on him later once the Scourge ends, which is actually quite a while as far as MSF terms. But if he functions right now at level 85, 3 yellow, doing his job, why do you need more yellow? I mean, yes, it's nice to get it, but is it really necessary? And I'm ready to back up my proof. This is my DefC team. This is the team you're about to see these videos. This is the last 2 days of raids. I've had to learn how to play the raid, obviously, with this new team. But you're going to see it's actually quite interesting what I'm able to do with them all at this level. Level 85, everybody gear 16 except for Psylocke, who will become gear 16 tonight just because I have to do that anyway. But it's really quite amazing. Let's take a look at the video. So here we go into Node 1. I have Psylocke in the middle. Make it Magneto and Nemesis in the back row just to try to just keep them okay. And then we have Archangel and Dark Beast, the two characters I want to keep alive. We're using the ultimate there of Archangel onto the Red Guardian. I do ability block here because don't forget the ultimate of Beast. Dark Beast does apply an ability block. This is to stop the Strife taunt. And if you're wondering what the ISO is, it's Skirmisher and Dark Beast, Striker on everybody else. So now we use the Nemesis ultimate. This is just to primarily get trauma out there and allow that, keep all those debuffs going. As you can see, we're putting out a ton of debuffs out there with this team. Now, I probably don't use the Psylocke ultimate correctly. That's why I go and do the special. Maybe I should be using the ultimate more to get some evades and stuff going and just give the team more survivability. But even playing it like this, I'm still able to do just fine. Now, I do like to clone whoever they clone, honestly. Strife did get his taunt, but we got rid of it with Magneto. So in this is the very first time I'm using this. This was recorded yesterday on Saturday when I was able to get to these nodes. Now you want to keep that special around for Archangel because don't forget, it does remove all debuffs first and then attacks. So even though they cloned Magneto and blinded me, it didn't matter thanks to Archangel. Now I am going to clone, well, what they cloned, Magneto. I think that is the best move. If you don't really like it, the other move would be Mr. Sinister. So we get a second round of blinds now. Now we can finally go and use Nemesis. Nemesis really is an incredible character with all that health steal and how much he heals this team. Again, I probably should be using that ultimate up earlier rather than just basicing and stuff. I'm still getting used to Archangel, who essentially hits everybody all the time. So we went for the ability block on Madeline. Now here's where I screwed up. I should have probably ability blocked Emma. To be quite honest with you. We have another ability block there. We're going to throw it on Negasonic, because she can be quite damaging. We're going to get the traumas out there. Now you see, we don't always land the traumas like we want, but that might be solved with Nemesis getting higher level and or more stars. Because we didn't land anything on Emma. As you can see, I'm still learning the team, just trying to figure out which one I should be hitting. You gotta remember, they essentially have two cleanses of debuff in Psylocke's ultimate and in Archangel's special. As you can see, we're really having zero problems in this Doom 3.4 raid, taking down the mutant nodes for once. Kind of want to save your cooldowns for the next node. I probably should have saved that one, but like I said, this was the very first time using this team. As we just got to finish off Emma, and then we'll head into Node 2. So here in Node 2, we're going to do the same thing we always start with that Magneto ultimate. So they usually almost always get blind. We have those evades on us. Those are very important. You want to have that Archangel ultimate ready. Get rid of that taunt, so that you can go and hit the true people you need to hit. Now, as far as cloning on the second note, I like to clone Deathpool. This gives you an extra ping when somebody dies. Plus, she can spread debuffs of her own. And she can heal herself if she has charges. So that also helps. The clones are somewhat important in that they will take the hits for you as well, giving you more survivability. Again, I don't think I'm really playing Psylocke right, but here's where Death Pool comes in handy. We can respread the blinds off of Drax, who's nice and slow. For ability blocking Strange Heartless, he is very important, because if he gets off his ultimate, you're going to die. So keeping him under control is very important. Now it's time for Archangel. Who do I want to put the striker attack on? Because don't forget, Archangel is the striker, so there's the extra hit with him. You can see they're just falling down from all these debuffs that we have out there. We're ability blocking Death Bolt right now. Now we actually do have a debuff, so I actually saved that ultimate to get rid of that debuff. As we work down their Death Pool, there goes Heartless Strange. Now you have two characters here that are very big problems. That is Ghost Rider and Dagger, aka Dildo, as I like to call her. We got rid of the OG Strange. We are working down Ghost Rider, because every time we kill somebody, he goes and retaliates against us. I probably should have just left the target on Ghost Rider, since we didn't really have anything, and we can't put... The only thing we can get on her is an extra attack. But getting Dagger down is also important as well. It's really amazing just how well this team works, and how easy these nodes have become. As we ability block Wong, Kestrel's gone, Ghost Rider's gone. Should I have done that ultimate? Who knows? But I did it. Should I have done this special? Who knows? But I did it. Should I have targeted Wong? More than likely. So I just did a basic here, trying to save cooldowns because we're down to the last two. Some of it was just me not paying attention as well. I mean, this is a pretty good run through for my very first time doing it. That's what I think, at least. And there we go. Let's move on to the boss node. Now, this is the node that's been giving me trouble. But I think today I figured it out, as you'll see in the next video. But we have to talk about how I did on my first run first. That didn't sound confusing at all whatsoever, right? As we get this loaded up. Yes, I am on the left side, so I had to jump into the mutant nodes. We were already over the 60% mark. We weren't 100%ing this one, so it wasn't a big deal for me to do this. It was towards the end of the raid. So here's where I think I make a mistake, and I've since learned from it, and that is doing the ultimate of Magneto first. I don't actually think you want to do that. I think you want to be using that special of Magneto when it comes to this node and dropping it on like Cersei. As you're about to see why. Okay, we got ability blocked on Archangel. That's bad. So we can only do the basic there. But we're targeting Cersei, obviously. But look, Cersei clears all those debuffs, because of how fast she is. And it's because of this node where you really get the idea of why Dark Beast has that res. Which you'll see more when I go into the video I took of me doing this today in today's raid. You can see that you have a chance to clone somebody. We're stuck those on Ms. Marvel, so I just choose not to, and I just go with the ultimate. We did get rid of the taunt though, and this gives us a chance to now use Nemesis to heal back up a little bit. Because these characters having such big health point pools, we get a lot of health back. We get rid of all those debuffs with Psylocke. We got all those nice debuffs back out there. Emma's already done her thing. We wanted to clear that immunity off of Emma or possibly get the ability block. No such luck. You can see him still trying to figure out what the best way to do this is, and we this go for stealing, getting rid of that defense up on the Negasonics. They are an issue, that's for sure. So now if a chance to clone somebody, I actually chose Madeline prior here. I think Silver Surfer is actually a better choice, to be honest with you. Of course, you could go for the Negasonics as well. They are quite powerful, or Zemo even, to get rid of taunts. And it's an extra ability block if you get Zemo. So there's a lot of choices here. Don't know what the correct choice is for the mutant boss yet. We go and get rid of Cersei finally. We still have those 3 Negasonics out there. I wanted to get rid of Silver Surfer in this particular case. You can see we're just loading him up though. And there goes Surfer. I'm playing this very slowly. It's because I don't know what to expect. I will get faster at this and be better at this. You see, we continue knocking them down. We now have the Icarus joining us. I probably started using the Psylocke ultimate a little bit better there. So I think it was the ultimate, if I remember right. I was starting to target correctly, getting the ISO attacks correct. We go after Ms. Marvel, who taunted anyway. We got rid of the taunt. Negasonic has died. Madeline Pryor going after Icarus. Here's another mistake, using that ultimate. I should have saved it, remembering that there's a Morgan Le Fay coming. There she is. So we want to get rid of that taunt. Goodbye, Ms. Marvel. Now, had I saved the ultimate, I would have been in much better shape. Now we have a chance to clone, so of course we're going to take Morgan Le Fay. I don't think there's any questions about this, but as we're working on Morgan now. Okay, so I probably should have targeted Morgan, not Icarus in that case. Gotten the extra hit on him, on her, I mean, sorry. Our Morgan Le Fay is unfortunately ability blocked. And now we're stuck behind Ms. Marvel because Icarus blocked below 50%. And you can see what the problem I have right now is that timer. And we don't have an ISO because it's a clone. Would have been great if we did. And she's going to wipe out Psylocke. I'm using this ultimate here with the seconds counting down just to heal us back up a little bit. And as you can see, I actually ended up timing out. I probably could have gotten through this node in a one-tap had it not been for the timer and me just playing slow and not knowing better. Well, I did come back in and I did heal up just to be safe. I brought back Psylocke. And we're going to go clean this up now. Let's get this loaded. As you can see, just 4 out of 19. There we are. We do the ultimate. We get the blind. We go after. We're just really going hard on Morgan Le Fay. She's the real threat. You got the ability block on her, which is good. Nemesis doing his thing. And there goes Morgan. There goes Crossbones. And there you have all the nodes in Doom 3.4 completed on my very first attempt. I had a 2-shot the boss, though. Let's go see how it went today now. So, now we have today's run. I got to do it again. So I did switch Magneto and Nemesis around. It doesn't really matter. We do the ultimate with Magneto to start right off. And we're going to be doing the ultimate again with Archangel. So this is the first node again, but it's interesting because they're going to be, because their Sinister is going to clone somebody else, who I thought was quite interesting when it happened. And then it became a no-brainer to clone that clone. So really the only real threat on this node is Mystique, actually, because she doesn't get blinded at the very start because she has evade. And depending on who she hits, she can really use your power against you. You know, if she picked the wrong person. So I was using the special there on Psylocke. So we were trying to burn down Mr. Sinister first, but look at that. He cloned Archangel, of all people. And once I saw that, it was like, yep, no brainer. I'm cloning that Archangel and having 2 Archangels on my side. So I think the best strategy is to just wait and see who their Sinister clones and clone that one. Wanted to get the buffs, putting some debuffs on their Archangel. And here we go. 2 Archangels for me. Which only makes an interesting thing because now you're getting that double the attacks and everything. It's actually incredibly good if this happens. Because it just makes everything so much easier. You're getting all these extra attacks. Extra pings on death. I mean, there's just so many assists here. This is definitely the 4 strikers and the 1 skirmisher on Dark Beast. So many debuffs are put out. Now we have the other Archangel. Let's take those death proofs on my clone. So we're ability blocking Madeline Pryor. We don't want her going off. We're ability blocking Emma. We don't want her cleansing. So I'm playing it a little bit better now. I'm going to do the ISO attack on Emma to bring her down a bit farther. But she does have quite a hit point pool. As you see, it's still not quite sure, but I don't have everything remembered. I figured there might be a block there with Strife, so I'd get some speed bar. And here comes the other Archangel. He's going to do the same thing. And then because we got the death, we get a couple pings. We kill another one, which causes another ping. So it's interesting to note that the clone Archangel only does it based off of the other Archangel's ping killing somebody. So it's kind of weird how that passive works, but it doesn't really matter because they're doing so much goddamn damage. Who cares at this point? There you go. Easy right through the first node. Let's move on to the second. So here we are in the second node. Again, the ultimate from Magneto. There's strange misses because we have those evades. Psylocke is actually an important part of this team. There goes the taunt from Drax. So now we clone again. I like Deathpool. That's going to be my recommendation. Just kind of want to clear off Strange's evade back there. I saw he had evade. Plus we'll get the ping from Dark Beast. And now we're actually going to be using the ultimate more from Psylocke. Ability blocking Agatha there. But we actually do need to get on to their Deathpool, because she can do quite a bit of damage. Now we see we have my Deathpool. I was thinking ability block or blinds. I went for blinds. Could have done ability block as well. I don't think either one is a wrong answer. As you can see, we've knocked them all the way pretty well down. And there you have you have 3 different deaths. We're getting pings off of Deathpool, pings off of Archangel. And we're going right after Ghost Rider. We got rid of OG Strange. You can see Ghost Rider hit us because of that hit. Now we're going to go knock off those, try to knock off as much as we can off a dagger. And right back to Ghost Rider now. At this point, we've gotten so much going here. So now I'm going to go on Wong. Ghost Rider, I knew I had a kill. Plus we get some debuffs on Wong. Anti-Venom has died. And we can spread some debuffs. We don't have a whole lot, so we went for Wong. We want to get rid of Dagger. There she goes. Again, there's the pings from Kestrel. Because we targeted Kestrel now. So here I actually go and do another clone. I actually get a Kestrel clone. Briefly. Or did I not get the clone? I did not get the clone. So, interesting bug. I just realized this. If you kill the primary target with the Dark Beast, you don't get a clone. So I just realized that in this recording. I just thought the clone died really quick when I was doing it originally. So there you go. Another bug. And we're just finishing off, trying to keep our cooldowns. As we finish it off, very easy. Maybe a little bit too slow. Maybe I can play it faster. But it doesn't matter. We got through it. Let's head on to the boss node. Now, this is the boss node. This is attempt 1. The reason why I say attempt 1, I'm going to actually be retreating on this one. So I was looking to try to clear off the defense up off of Cersei. We have a blind on Silver Surfer, so that's not a big deal. But there you go. There's the problem with Cersei again, being able to get that ultimate off on her first turn. And why I don't think using the Magneto ultimate is the correct choice on this boss node. But we do get some debuffs out there now. She clears them off because we knocked her down too low. Negasonics are going. We got stuck behind Ms. Marvel again. Just really focusing on Cersei. We did heal up a bit there. We have a lot of debuffs on us right now. We don't have the ultimate ready for Psylocke. So this might be one where you might hold the ultimate. There goes Psylocke. There goes, thanks to Negasonic. Madeline going, killing Archangel now. And I just said to hell with it at this point and retreat it. Because I don't think I wanted to play it differently, to be honest with you. So we go back in. Let me rewind it. I think I fast forwarded too quickly there. Sorry. Let me straighten myself up while we wait for this loading screen. So, what did I do different this time? Well, I used the Magneto special now onto Cersei. This ability blocks her. This will prevent her from using that ultimate and clearing off all those debuffs. And now we can actually go against other people, try to get some buffs off of them, like Silver Surfer. We took the defense up off of him. Plus we throw some debuffs on him. Because he's going to do this no matter what the first turn. So it doesn't hurt as bad if we put offense down on him. So now we want to ability block. Well, Emma. We don't want her clearing off the debuffs as well either. Now, of course, Negasonic then goes. She does a bunch of damage. She gets a bunch of damage back from the retaliates. And here we go. Here comes Nemesis to heal us back up. But so far, other than this boss node, we really haven't had any problems just using a 3 yellow Archangel. Though we lost Psylocke there. I kept on going with this even though I lost Psylocke and I ended up losing Magneto. That we do have the core 3 of this team still, Archangel, Dark Beast, and Nemesis. And we're about to see just how powerful these 3 really are. So I kept going. We got rid of Ms. Marvel there. Nemesis holding on. So this gets rid of the debuffs and hits everybody in that little area. So the thing about Dark Beast is, don't forget he does res with that special. So we're healing up pretty good. We got rid of Madeline. Still haven't gotten rid of... There goes Cersei. There goes a Negasonic. So we're looking for anybody with buffs that we might want to get or get rid of. Trying to figure out what the best play is. And that is to use the basic over there, hit that little area of characters. Now we have a chance to clone somebody. I chose Silver Surfer. Don't forget, not only do we get a clone, we get a res. So it seems to be the last thing that happens if you look at the order of operations. So that brought back Psylocke for us. So now we have the Icarus to worry about. Still have 2 Negasonics up there. Archangel doing incredible good work. Now we do have a buff we want to get off. That is the offense up. We want that, and we don't want that on Icarus. And now because of Ms. Marvel back there, she goes and taunts, but we have Silver Surfer now. Clear off that taunt, plus a land and ability block. Now, of course, Icarus goes and removes his debuffs. We get rid of the Negasonic. We lost our Silver Surfer clone. That's not a big deal. It's time for Psylocke. Let's use the ultimate just to kill off that last Negasonic. Probably should... I don't know if I should have used it or not. Still trying to figure out how to play Psylocke right. Now we have 2 Ms. Marvels. Plus we have Icarus going soon. We get rid of 1 Ms. Marvel though. So we got a chance to clone and res. I wanted to bring back Magneto, so I just took the clone of Ms. Marvel. And here comes Magneto back just in time to land some blinds. Because we got that blind in Icarus keeping him from doing anything to us. He ended up actually killing himself, just about. So we're going to take that taunt off. We kill the Ms. Marvel. We kill the Icarus. Now we also have that blind also out on Morgan Le Fay, making this a lot easier as well. So we're going to be focusing on her. End up killing Cable. She is taking a ton of damage. We're going to throw the ability block on Zemo. We don't want him going nuts and landing ability blocks on us. There's an ability block for Morgan just to be safe. You can see how many debuffs she has. I just wanted to make sure she got killed. I just hit for over 800,000 with a 3 yellow Archangel. So tell me why you need big red stars on Archangel again? Big stars? Big yellows? I really don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's needed. If I can clear all the no's in 3.4 with a 3 yellow Archangel, do I really need a 5, a 6, or a 7? Something to think about when you're really going hard on that Scourge and upgrading all those characters, those minion characters that you don't really want to upgrade. How useful are they? Think about all this in the future. And until next time, everybody,